There is so much happening all at once, and I don't know what to do, man. Jax is on the thumbnail. We're cooked! How's it going, guys? My name's Duel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and the trailer for Digital Circus Episode 9. The finale of this show just dropped like an hour ago. I need to update this so it's actually accurate. There we go. An hour ago. So I heard that this trailer dropped about 30 minutes ago, yeah? And it has been the 30 most chaotic minutes of my entire year. But this is how this is gonna go. First, because I'm a React Slop channel now, we are going to react to the trailer. From there, on my own, I want to see if I can hyper-analyze the trailer and see what I can predict is sort of going to happen just off of what we get from this footage alone. I'm assuming it won't be much, but I want to see how far or close I can get. From there, I'm going to call up a friend of mine that you guys should be fairly familiar with at this point if you've been watching the last Digital Circus videos. We figured out a name for him. You can call him Maz. Maz is the type of friend that you want in your life. We live in New York, and while I wasn't doing my job, not keeping up with Glitch and their uploads, I completely missed out on the pop-up shop they were doing in my own city. It sold out in 6 hours, and I missed my chance to RSVP for tickets. That is if I didn't have Maz. Bro got his tickets. So we're going anyway. Sucks to be you if you don't live in America or New York, loser. We are going to then analyze the trailer thoroughly, and then we're going to talk about two major things. First, the theater release of Digital Circus. So the leaks were true, which supposedly Maz told me he watched as the last theater in our area. The tickets were sold out right in front of his very eyes while he was trying to purchase them. And apparently he was getting blocked by the site because they thought he was a bot. Good for him. My question is, do I even want to watch the movie? How am I going to react, farm? What am I going to be freaking recording the movie? Am I going to be that guy talking in the movie theater? Oh, well, guys, look, Jack's abstracted. This poor innocent moviegoers are trying to watch this for the first time. I don't want to do that to people. Or better yet, you guys are going to get a nice look at my fat fudging double chin in the popcorn bucket while I watch the damn movie and you hear my reaction to it. Wow, what a fun and engaging video. That's what Dualface does. Lastly, we'll talk about Goose and how supposedly she's leaking information from episode 9. I doubt it, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Digital Circus episode 9 finale trailer. Oh no. I'm not looking at the side. I don't want to know. Don't show me. Oh God. Oh no. I am terrified. Fellas, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know how it is. We got to chill at this point. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Whoa, okay.
Are you sure?
Am I? Yes? Don't sacrifice yourself, bro.
Please, just now, we have nothing.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, no, Jax, no!
I do know. I really wanted to help.
Oh my God. They're all just gonna bug out for an hour?
Jax?
Jax, no, please! Bro's a murderer. Wait, I missed it. I missed it. I gotta raise the volume. I'm sorry. I can't hear them.
Have you ever done something that you regret?
The carnival. Ribbit! Oh! Oh my God! A 1-hour series finale drops on YouTube and Netflix June 19th. But what about the movie, Glitch? What are you doing to people? And, oh no. Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. For a limited time only, you can experience episode 9 early. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? A feature-length theatrical experience combining episodes 8 and 9 in US, Canada, LATAM, and Japan theaters so far. Screenings from June 4th? What are you doing? The internet's going to ruin everything. Oh no. What do you mean things I missed? Nothing happened in the trailer. Oh no. Okay. So this really was a much shorter teaser than I expected. It's only 36 seconds. But there is stuff that we can get from this, 100%. So are you sure that means? I'm assuming this is literally happening immediately after Kinger tells them, like, oh shoot, I killed Caine. Going off of the shots we're seeing, everything is in grayscale. So while I do have the theory that their conjuring can sort of bring the circus back to life, from the footage we're seeing, they're not doing it yet. We have a shot of poor Ragatha. No! And I'm assuming, yeah, that's definitely Pomni. I'm a little bit colorblind, fellas. So with the grayscale, it's not really helping me. But yeah, Pomni's reaching out a hand to Ragatha. Presumably, everyone in this episode is gonna get their closest that they've ever gotten to abstraction. If I had to guess, Pomni and maybe Kinger are going to be the glue glue that kind of keeps everyone together. And I hope Jax isn't the sacrifice. Oh my God. If he ends up like this thing from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. More bubbles in the background? Come on, fellas. We know what that means. Pomni's looking at something, someone. It could be Jax. It could be Bubble. It could be Kinger. It could be anybody. I don't know. I'm not a prophet. So what we see here, this is obviously a flashback. I'm assuming a lot of this episode is going to be a lot of flashbacks. I wonder what the movie theater experience watching this would be like. Just a bunch of depressed, trapped humans in a circus, losing their mind for an hour straight. After what? You watch episode 8, which is like the most bombastic, entertaining episode in the whole series? Sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, Jax is masking in this moment. His pupils are as big as they ever get. From the looks of it, he's in the hallway where all the circus members sleep. So this could be the aftermath of when Ribbit or Kaufmo abstracted. That would be my assumption. This could be one of the first times we see Jax sort of take on this mask, this facade. It's interesting. I remember recently Glitch made a short with Jax and Kinger, right? This short here with this beautiful piano rendition with Kinger and his wife dancing in the starlight. Looks very similar to episode 5. Tragically sad, the piano plays as they spin around. He glows! Look at them in the butterflies. Oh, the connection he has with his wife. It's beautiful. This scene is utter cinema through and through. And we cut to Jax putting mashed potatoes on Kinger's face.
Putting mashed potato on Kinger's head? It's so mean.
What? He likes it. Oh, hey, Jax. I love when you put mashed potato on my head. You see?
Aww. And look at Jax. Look at this scene. There's no mask. His pupils are small and he looks weirdly happy. When do we see him like this in the show? Spoiler, we don't. And it's because he always masks due to the abstraction of his best friends. So my guess would be that this scene is the exact aftermath of one of the two abstractions, maybe even both. And he, in this moment, has found his coping mechanism, just like everyone else in the circus. That's why Ragatha always talks about how she feels like she lost Jax. It's tragic. It really is. I get why he's on the cover, and I get why he is all over the freaking poster for the movie. It's Jax, Jax, Jax as far as the eye can see. No wonder he's Goose's favorite. We have a shot of Jax looking upset, one of Kinger. We can see from the little lines on his eyes that he is very much having a mental breakdown due to realizing that he has basically destroyed their world. My question is if the circus is going to completely fall apart or not. Again, they have conjuring abilities. They could kind of save it if they really needed to create a space for them to live in forever. But hypothetically, Bubble is still around. There still is an AI around, so the circus should stick. It shouldn't really go. Even if the life is gone from it, they can maybe heal it. I mean, you think it's gonna be like this for a whole hour? I really doubt it. Even if all the footage they show us is black and white, this is only a 30-second trailer, which most of the time is flashing either black or a flashback or shots like this. What in the world am I looking at? This looks familiar to something I've seen in the show, but this could just be a sort of visual representation of Jax losing it due to his friends abstracting and him just now being gone. But they seem to be hyping it up as if he's the key to sort of escaping the circus. I mean, here we have a shot of Zubul, Pomni, and Ragatha all looking at something. Presumably they're looking at Jax, who is staring up at them, but I don't really think those shots are coinciding with each other. Small pupils staring up at a light. Maybe he's thinking about the button in this current moment, right? We're in a black and white room. But with as flashback heavy as this episode is gonna be, I doubt that it can really be anything other than something that we wouldn't know. Pomni crying. No, I'm so sorry. No. Pomni has gotten so strong through these episodes. The first 3, she was kind of like, worried about everything and anxious. And over time, she mellowed out, right? Kinger helped her a lot. And then we got to see the real Pomni, the chaotic Pomni, the fun Pomni, Jax's friend Pomni. And then finally, the main protagonist Pomni, a Pomni with confidence that's able to stand up to Caine and make plans and make sure that things go well for everyone in the circus. And I feel like that part of her might get close to shattering here. No, they're all so depressed.
What do we do now?
No, I don't know what you do now. Again, conjuring is probably your best bet. It really depends on whether or not Bubble is still around. I think Bubble is still around because why else would Bubble try to attack Caine? The Wacky Watch, the code section. I know my episode 8 and episode 9 prediction video with my friend isn't up yet. I've been super busy this week, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But in it, we talked a lot about the code that Kinger was writing while trying to delete Caine and the Wacky Watch that was preventing him from doing it, you know, messing with them. Oh, it's opposite day. Oh, your response wasn't wacky enough. So why would the Wacky Watch do that? Why would Bubble try to kill Caine if it wasn't for some ulterior motive? Bubble kind of has to still be around. So they'll probably have to talk to Bubble. They're gonna have to, if Bubble even cares about them, try to negotiate with it. Like, hey, maybe we can coexist together. That's if we even see Bubble until maybe like the last half of the episode. But of course, they're gonna have to try to keep each other sane. Just like Kinger, just like Jax, just like Zooble, Pomni probably blames herself. Just like how this show has had a theme around masks and everyone kind of being equally messed up mentally, I feel like pretty much everyone in the circus feels like they could have done a better job at preventing the worst case scenario. Zooble pushed Caine too much. Jax pushed the circus members too much. Pomni was the straw that broke the AI's back. Kinger deleted Caine, and I'm not sure what Gangle did. Or Ragatha. Zooble here is most likely thinking about just that. Pomni is, what is this? It looks like a railroad. I'm telling you, bro, we're going to the digital carnival. I've been saying this since my reaction of episode 1. We literally have an entire space in the circus that we've never gone to that is the perfect opportunity to explore. No Caine adventures, no fun side quests. What are we gonna do? Well, we can go to the only other place we got, other than the beach. Whoa, what? Dude, look at this. They made a whole like proper walkway. I don't think that was there before. Whoa, wait! Oh my God, Gangle put the mask back on? But whoa. Why does the mask still exist? Wasn't this something that Caine made? I mean, it's a part of Zooble's parts, which hypothetically would disappear if Caine went away, so I guess that's why the mask is still around. Gangle put the mask back on? But why? For what? In episode 4, Gangle used the mask as a sort of shield to act as a leader, sort of like Pomni, right? It could be while nearly everyone in the circus is depressed and they're like, oh man, I shouldn't have pushed Caine, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that. Gangle, who did technically the least amount wrong, could feel the need to sort of take that leader role. And the best way she could do it is through the mask. That would be my assumption. But she looks like she's going crazier. So I don't know, bro. We're going too fast. This is so cool. I think this is showing the passage of time, right? It's showing that like days and days and days are going by and they're just existing, because what else are they gonna do? The circus is still sticking around, it looks like. That's crazy. Like, I know that Kinger has been here for literally more than 2 decades and Ragatha has been here for nearly a decade, but seeing like the passage of time properly occur in the show, God, it sounds like it'd be such a crazy experience. Uh-oh, that's Maz. I'm recording. What's up?
Yo, it's a 1-minute video.
Yeah, it's a 30-second trailer. Listen, we'll get to it when we get to it. What's up?
Okay, finish watching because I wanna come over and watch Dune.
All right, give me a sec. I'm almost done.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, he's gone. He doesn't love me. Another shot. Okay, we're back to the flashback sequence with Jax. He's in mask mode and he's looking at somebody. Where is this? This is the rooms. It has to be the rooms, I think. God, why? Why did you blur the background so much? What is that? Who are you? I don't know. Queenie. It looks long and slender and dark. It's hard to say. Or maybe this is a room. This looks like a door of some sort. Whatever it is, it's a flashback, so it's gonna be either Kaufmo or Ribbit related. This shot is most likely right after Kinger told them that Caine's gone, and it looks like Jax almost blames himself for some reason. Everything here seems very heavy Jax focused, which makes sense. Pomni and Jax are the main characters of the show, right? Goose has confirmed this. But what could it mean? What does it mean, man? I don't know. I'm not a freaking theorizer that knows everything. Pomni is opening some sort of door? It looks oddly unshadowed. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Jax?
Oh, checking up on Jax for some reason. Could be he's maybe stuck in flashbacks, right? He's just like staring into the abyss, thinking back to his past friends. And Pomni's just like, hey, you there? What is this, man? Again, reminds me of episode 5.
Ever done something that you regret?
Have you ever done something you regret? Oh my God, I think we're gonna talk about why Jax doesn't wanna go back to the real world. I'm telling you, bro, I think he killed somebody. Whether it was accidental or not, it was probably accidental. That is the thing that he did, that he regrets. Oh my God, and I bet he told Ribbit. Maybe that's what caused Ribbit to abstract. Maybe the thought was so horrifying that she wanted nothing to do with him anymore, and then slowly lost her mind, and then she abstracted. Oh, dude, if that prediction's true, that'd be crazy. Look at this. What room are they in? Who are you? I mean, they're clearly friends. They all probably were together when they entered the circus. That would be my assumption. Jax, Ribbit, and Kaufmo. How that lines up with my theory that Jax accidentally killed somebody in secret and then maybe in the heat of the moment tried to escape the scene, maybe found the CNA building and put the headset on, I couldn't tell you. What is this room though? what is this space they're in? This is probably a circus tent. Probably once again in the digital carnival. That'd be my assumption. At first I thought it was a skybox, but nah, definitely not. We get a nice HD shot of Ribbit. About time. I know people have been waiting for this. And that's that. Wow. Okay. Dang. Why are you releasing the movie? Why 2 weeks early? I don't want to get offline for 2 weeks. I might make a video sort of telling you guys how to stay safe on the internet while we wait very patiently for the rest of this to come out without getting horribly spoiled. Oh, God. All right, let's call it Maz. Editing duel here. I'll keep this short because this video is long enough as it is. I wanted to discuss and sort of clarify 2 things that have developed since the recording of this video. First, the movie theater situation. So this video was recorded hour 1 of episode 9's trailer releasing. So it's kind of an archival piece for the first hour of chaos that was realizing that Digital Circus had a movie and getting tickets for it, which we failed to do. But from my understanding, this situation is a lot like Iron Lungs releasing, where originally the film only gets like what, a couple hundred theaters to agree to air the movie, but then due to sheer popularity of people wanting to see it, it expands to thousands and hypothetically all over the world. It seems like Glitch is already ready to bring it nearly all across the globe. So personally, I wouldn't worry about that if you're trying to get tickets for the film. But then of course there's the fact that it's airing 2 weeks early. Now I didn't say this in the video, but I wanted to clarify since technically I do have a platform now. Please do not harass Glitch, anyone that works at Glitch, the creators of Glitch, the voice actors, anyone involved. I know it stings that they're doing it so far in advance. The spoilers are gonna suck, man. In my opinion, they should not have done it 2 weeks in advance. Even 1 week in advance would have been justifiable to an extent to sort of avoid the internet and deal with spoilers, but 2 is a lot, man. But please don't harass anyone that works at Glitch over this. Whether it be the VAs, Gooseworks, SMG4, or any of the animators. I really do understand where they're coming from with this. Glitch is an independent studio. The money they get from this film will do nothing but help them grow further. They'll be able to fund more shows, and I mean, guys, let's be real here. We're talking about Digital Circus. The average episode gets 5 times more views than the average pilot from their upcoming shows. It makes complete sense that they want to get their bag, and they should. I bring it up because I did a lot of complaining in the heat of the moment. I just wanted to clarify that I am actually okay with them doing this. As much as it's gonna suck for people to get spoiled on it, you know how I feel about spoilers. I really don't like it. Every good has its bad. And I think the positives that Glitch get out of airing this in theaters outweighs those negatives, especially for all the content that they give us for free and how lenient they are with their stuff. They deserve to do something like this. So hell yeah, Glitch, make your bag. Secondly, I wanted to clarify something that I'm seeing discussed quite a bit online. That being how this episode is probably gonna be a lot of Jax. And more so than just Jax, especially because people believe what Goose said about Bubble being dead, which we'll get to soon. People are now saying that Jax is going to become episode 9's Caine, our main antagonist, which is crazy. I've seen theories about how his 4th wall breaking and the thumbnail for episode 7's trailer, you know, the Caine Truman Show one, could be hinting that CNA might still be around and they may be experimenting on them, using them. Maybe the cryo chamber thing Abel brought up actually has some legs. I won't dive too deep into everything. I still want to come up with some theories of my own. I still truly believe that not only Conjuring will be a big aspect of episode 9, something that they really didn't show in the trailer, but the show can't just move past Abel, Bubble, or Scratch. These are characters that still have a lot of relevancy. There's a lot of side characters, a lot of characters that we were introduced to in episode 8 that we still need to learn more about. And I still think we're gonna get a lot of those. Sure, the Jax episode. It's going to be the Jax episode, but it can't be all about him. But with messages from Goose like only the strongest Jax fan will survive, I see why people are figuring this conclusion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's all still very fresh in my mind, so I'd love to hear what you have to say. Back to the video. So, what'd you think about that? God.
I'm kidding.
It ass. We couldn't get tickets. Freaking 2 out of 10. Can't be on the internet for 2 weeks, bro. What?
In the end, but I didn't buy them because I wasn't sure.
Oh, really?
But I mean, do you really want to spend 2 weeks, 15 days, that's over 2 weeks, on the internet, dodging spoilers left and right?
I don't know. But then how am I gonna react, Farm?
You could have a face cam. People could just watch you for an hour and a half just going, oh my god, and just have no clue what you're reacting to.
It's kind of funny. Terrible content, but that is kind of funny. To be fair, recording an opening theater would be really cool. I'm not gonna say it isn't. I don't know.
Oh, it's like the pop-up. That's it. They're gone.
Oh, so you
That's
had
it.
the opportunity, you missed it?
I had the opportunity to snag like 4 tickets. The only thing that's left is like wheelchair seats. But like, who the hell is gonna take a wheelchair seat from a disabled person? You loser.
You can? What? I didn't even know it's possible.
It's an empty space. You can buy a wheelchair seat and a wheelchair company seat. You don't have to show any proof, but it's like taking the disabled stall, you know? You're just being an ass.
True.
You're making an ass out of you and me.
What?
I found seats available, but it's in Connecticut.
Ah, Connecticut! Perfect! This is a very
Oh, you know
exclusive
what the
showing,
problem
right?
is? It's a very exclusive showing. There's only 4 days, and it's like 1 showing per day.
Like, I get it, bro. Glitch needs to get their bag. I understand they need to make their money, but like, the internet is going to be a hell site. I won't be able to check anything, any notifications, any social media. Are people even gonna keep watching videos? Bro, my freaking views are gonna go to 0!
So my brain with the freaking, with the pop-up, people would want to get tickets. I should scalp. No,
You should scalp.
The problem is that AMC, and I called them about this, in the entire, at least New York City area and Long Island area, I'm not sure about upstate, but in the entire, like, relevant part of New York, there is only 1 theater that has the showing, and it's only 1 showing.
What?
4 days, there's only 1 showing.
Huh?
It's at 6 p.m. on the first day, and from what I'm seeing, it's like the only theater in the entire states at AMC. They have like tens and tens of theaters. There's only 1.
What? Why? Why are they doing this?
I called them and they're like, yeah, so this event, it seems that this event is exclusive to this specific theater.
I don't understand. Am I gonna be able to freaking... Is Michael Kovac gonna escort me to my seat? Why is this so exclusive? What's even the point? What's the point?
What I'm assuming, they're spacing out the availability of the tickets.
Oh, you're saying they're gonna drip feed them. That makes sense. I was about to say, bro, I want Alex Roshan to be singing a freaking karaoke version of Running the Show in real time. You're gonna one showing. You said the entirety of the state? In 1 theater, 1 showing, 1 time.
At least New York City and Long Island.
That's actually crazy.
I was on their website so much that they temporarily blocked me from their site for being a bot.
Right, I heard. So, listen, we're in the same boat as everyone else. Just gonna have to wait. I mean, we could keep an eye out for tickets.
I'm still banned. I'm still banned. You're being rate limited. What happened? The owner of this website has banned you temporarily from accessing this website.
I really can't believe that it's real. It's like people were like, they were huffing so much copium. They're like, nah, there's no way this is real. There's no way Glitch would release the entirety of Digital Circus 2 weeks in advance. They know how the internet is. They know how spoilers spread around like wildfire.
I don't mind it being real if it's like a day or 2 in advance. That's fine. Okay, all right. So
even a week isn't that bad, to be honest with you.
But 15 days. 15 days.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. You want to jump right into it?
Sure. So, we don't need to go by... I mean, we could go through it shot by shot really quick, but cliff notes, you know? It seems like we are sort of like immediately in the aftermath of the circus, right? Sorry, of Caine's deletion, I should say. Presumably, everyone is just gonna be bugging out about it for like an hour straight.
Like, what just happened? They decided to randomly throw in there a shot of Static Jacks.
Yeah, the Static Jacks. I want to use that for the thumbnail. That's cool. That's such a cool shot. It's really cool. Either that or the poster. It's most likely what I'll use. It's gorgeous. Really cool. I'm sure it's made by the same guy that made the episode 8 promotional poster. You know, I realized that the coffee mug, when you look at the photo that Jax has in his room of Kaufmo and Ribbit, all of them hanging out, they have that sort of drink cup in their hands. It was something very personal, I suppose, to him.
We get a bunch of shots of them looking out of it, and then Jax is like abstracted from the static image, we can assume.
I hope not.
A bunch of shots. And all of the teaser material we got is just all kind of focusing on Jax, like abstract. We don't get any official proof of it, but it's what it's trying to imply.
Yeah, it's heavily implying it. That like he feels bad for sort of what happened, even though I don't really understand what he has in relation to it, because he was the one that was pushing the people in the circus. He wasn't really hurting Caine necessarily. I feel like Zubul, Pomni, Kinger, these are characters that would be more in their own heads about like, oh, I shouldn't have pushed him. I shouldn't have fought against him. I shouldn't have deleted him. Like, what did Jax do? He didn't do anything.
Nothing. They're all kind of like on the verge of tears. We see this one shot of Jax standing in front of everyone. I'm assuming he's gonna take more of like a leading role in this episode.
Yes, Goose has said that basically Pomni and Jax are the main characters. I don't think that this shot's connected though. The one where Jax is looking up and Zubul, Pomni, Ragatha are looking down. I don't think that shot's connected. I think it's two separate things.
All right, well, this is the scene that I was specifically waiting to talk about. Pomni knocking on the door, on Jax's door. She's saying Jax, she opens the door, and immediately the trailer, well, not immediately, it's a black screen for a couple seconds, and then the trailer cuts to Jax stargazing with the frog character.
Ribbit. With Ribbit in supposedly the carnival, if I had to guess, because when they pan down, you could see a door.
I think it's Ribbit's room. I think it's based off of like what I'm kind of seeing here. I think I'm seeing like a bed.
Wait, no, you're cooking and it's green, right? It's green. I'm colorblind, right? That's green. The room's green.
It is green.
Okay.
Green.
Yes. For
I'd
once.
be concerned if the sky was red.
Yo, why is that sky looking a little yellow though?
I can see like a table in the background, but
You're probably
yeah,
cooking.
No.
It's one of
He's
those.
in Ribbit's room. They're stargazing. I saw people talking online about a stargazing adventure.
What, episode 5?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, by the way, dude, Gangle, in one of the main shots we get at Gangle, she has the Spudsies mask on. Did you notice that?
Oh, wait, I saw that shot, but I didn't notice that.
I'm cooking. My guesstimate is that Gangle put the mask on because she feels like she needs to sort of take a leader role because she is in an interesting position that she did the least amount of damage to Caine. I would say out of everyone in the circus, she wouldn't have something be like, oh, I shouldn't have pushed Caine. Oh, I deleted him or I led us to this downfall. Gangle never really did anything like that. So I can see her wanting to sort of take a leader role and she would use something like the mask to do that. But the mask, here's something I didn't talk about. The mask, from what I'm understanding, is either something that was given to her by Caine or by sort of, it was like accidentally conjured. But it clearly drives her a little mad, right? That's something that we saw in episode 4. Right, the creepy shot of Gangle when Ragatha sort of gets the stupid sauce in her eye and we see her in that weird pitch black room. There's clearly something wrong with this mask. And it could be actually, it enhances her conjuring capabilities. Maybe Bubble will try to use Gangle as like a host. Or maybe Scratch, if we have the theory that Scratch is like looking for a host, so to speak. This is kind of a jumping the gun. But in episode 3, people like to compare what the evil tape guy was saying to what's happening in the show. And there's a certain point at the end where he says he needs Pomni and Kinger's bodies to sort of possess them to get out of hell and escape. So if Scratch is stuck, because we haven't seen any of the abstractions, right? So if Scratch is stuck in the circus and he has the most information because he built this place, he would maybe know the one way to get out and he could use Gangle in some way to do it. I
think it's a lot more literal.
Yeah?
Gangle is not, obviously she's unsure of what the hell she's supposed to feel now because it's all just gone. So the mask, that mask specifically stays happy all the time. So she's using it as a mask. She's using it as like, no, what the hell am I supposed to do here?
Right, but there's more to the mask than that. Again, it gives her like powers, right? When we see how she's able to take sort of Jax into the weird creepy room and she has the weird VHS video.
That was more the Spudsies uniform and like the power she got in that specific episode.
I don't know, bro. I'm like 99% sure it was the mask. Why would the mask even be back? She threw it away at the end of the episode. This is like her Green Goblin mask, bro. Again, I'm jumping the gun here, but people that are very familiar with the crazy theories of the show will kind of understand what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to get without being too into it.
Let's talk about Bubble.
Oh,
all right.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Ask me of what I think of the fact that Goose said that Bubble is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I think. Bubble is dead. The blue dot is not dead. What was holding the blue dot back?
It was Caine.
And where is Caine?
He is in the recycle bin, my guy.
He's gone. He's gone. Bubble, all right, that's lobotomized blue dot, gone. There is no lobotomized version of it.
Huh. That's actually a very interesting take on sort of what Goose said. Instead of just being like, oh, Goose is a troll and she lies and spreads misinformation and people that think it's true are dumb or whatever. I don't think people that think that is dumb. They're just not looking at it from a different perspective.
People ask Goose those types of questions, and when Goose can't answer, there's a funny response. People ask Goose, oh, can you tell us 2 words for episode 9? The and is. Like, Goose
Peak!
Peak!
9 out of 10 out of 10 episode! The it is! Oh my god. Yes, continue.
Goose would have given a funny response. Hey, is Bubble dead? Why don't you ask Daddy Bubble? Like something funny like that.
Explain to Daddy Bubble why you think
Bubble is dead. Bubble is dead. There is no Bubble. It's the other AI.
You don't think that Bubble is a lingering remnant of the blue dot?
No, I think Bubble is the blue dot. I think, in my personal theorizer opinion, the blue dot was consumed, right? But it wasn't used up. It wasn't destroyed. The blue dot was lobotomized and put in a prison, all right? So to speak, metaphorically speaking.
Yes.
All right? It was contained in Bubble.
Right.
That's
Caine
why
put it in a
Bubble
jail
is
cell, just
stupid.
like he was.
Yeah, that's why Bubble is stupid. That's why Bubble is constantly surprising Caine with new things. Oh, you can curse now? Why are you like this? Like, Bubble is surprising Caine because Bubble is like the one factor that's outside of Caine's control.
Right.
Right?
Yes. 100%.
I think the other AI is perfectly intact and alive now that Caine is gone. Caine is not there to contain it anymore in the form of Bubble.
But you don't think that the AI was affected not only by the attack by Caine, of course, but also the decades that have went by that the blue dot has been in like this lobotomized form? Because imagine if Caine kills the blue dot, like what's left of it?
I think that's what's gonna push the plot of episode 9, the AI. What I think is gonna happen is the other AI is gonna be like, all right, you guys freed me. Bye.
Yeah, right. That's also my take, honestly. I think Bubble is gonna be, or the blue AI, is gonna be very indifferent to the circus members.
I'm looking at this scene here. It's this one image that flashes, and it's a picture of the circus with like, it looks like time is passing. You know those scenes in animated movies where the kind of stars kind of fly by?
Yeah.
And like a circular motion to signify time passing?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of time passes in this state.
Yes, I agree. I'm glad you caught that. I brought it up as well. It does look like time passing.
I think a lot of time passed, and now that they don't have the other AI abandons them. They don't have Caine. They're just stuck doing nothing.
Just seeing like Bubble or the blue AI show up and be like, yeah guys, I'm free now, but I don't care about you. I'm gonna go do my own thing. Can we come with you? No, sorry. Ha 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 ha. And they just disappear. Like, God.
Yeah, I see being very indifferent towards them.
That's really cool, actually. I thought that the blue dot was in development for like 3 years. I feel like they would make it sort of kind of be somewhat positive towards humans, but I guess that's speculation.
No, I think all of those years being like lobotomized gave it kind of like an indifferent attitude.
Can we come with you? No. Bleh. Bleh.
I think Jax is gonna abstract and they're gonna bring him back.
Whoa, that's a take.
Yeah.
Okay, elaborate.
Yeah, I know it's a big take.
Huh.
I think he's gonna abstract, and Pomni is gonna be extremely insistent on trying to bring him back. And that's gonna be kind of another pushing plot point in the stories that once they find a way to bring Jax back, because there's no way, with all of the teasers we've seen, there's going to be nothing about Jax abstracting. Maybe a couple close calls at the lightest. I think he's going to abstract. And I think once they find a way to bring him back, they're gonna be able to push things forward, bring back Scratch and Queenie and, Caine.
Oh, whoa, okay, I don't know about Caine. I don't know about Caine.
Well, you think Scratch, Kinger, and Queenie can't find a way to bring Caine back?
Hypothetically, I mean, they don't have a computer, but I had a theory in episode 8 that maybe they could conjure one. But I also know that Goose has said that the sort of main theme of the show has been being sort of complacent or okay with stagnation. That is a major theme of this show. So Caine coming back, while it would sort of reset everything to the status quo, I wouldn't really call a guy that gives them fun adventures to do every day stagnation. Like maybe your opinion on the world stagnates. I guess it could happen.
Well,
but I don't know, bringing Caine back would be kind of crazy.
Is them being okay with the time passing and having nothing happen, right?
Yes.
But I think Caine is a crucial source of information that they're gonna need. They realize that they don't have to go on Caine's adventures at this point. They can conjure stuff. They can remove him whenever they want. It doesn't matter anymore about the adventures. They want a means to an end, and I think that means to an end is Caine.
Yeah, actually, maybe you're right that they could bring back Caine whenever they want. If they could hypothetically conjure the computer and bring him back, then yeah, they do have control. Maybe they'll code their own AI. That's kind of a stretch, but it'd be cool. In essence, that would be sort of stagnation, status quo. They can't escape the circus. Obviously, they are not escaping the circus. It's not gonna happen. No way, Jose. No way, no how. It ain't happening.
My personal theory, they have a chance to escape, and Caine offers them the choice to leave or to stay after showing them the outside world. And it's going to motivate them to give in and to stay, but they're going to leave anyways. That's my theory.
Wow.
I'm a big believer in the world is destroyed.
Oh boy. Yeah, okay. That's a good final topic. So you're still completely in line with apocalypse theory?
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense. That's something that we discussed in the sort of breakdown, which isn't out yet. Whatever, I'm still editing it. It'll be out soon, hopefully. I mean, wait, is apocalypse theory still like clone theory?
No, I don't know what other people say about apocalypse theory. I haven't been able to really find anything about it. It's pretty much something that I'm just assuming and theorizing. But in like apocalypse theory, they kind of lose their memories of the world ending. The last thing they remember is putting on the headset. They kind of lose their memories of the world ending, and obviously they lose their memories of their names and stuff. And Caine is going to show them like, yeah, this is the outside world. Sure, you want to go out there?
Either Caine or maybe they can find it on their own, right? Through learning to master the conjuring abilities.
Maybe the blue AI will show them that. They choose to stay in the circus without Caine. They're okay with the stagnation. Time passes, nothing happens. Jax loses his mind because he realizes that he was right the whole time, that everything is fake.
And he has this trauma because he realizes he might have accidentally killed somebody, right? Because he used the whole coping mechanism to believe nothing's real and it never happened, and that terrible thing he did never happened. So with the realization he had in episode 8, now in episode 9, we would have the time for him to really process that it's real, and he would most likely tell them. Like, there is a line. What is the line that Ribbit tells us? I gotta put my headphones on to hear it again.
Have you ever done something that you regret?
Have you ever done something that you regret? And I think that's when we are going to learn about Jax's thing, his murder, or whatever the hell he did. I think maybe that was so traumatizing to Ribbit that that's what destroyed their friendship and hypothetically led to her abstraction. That would be my guess.
It could very well be. I think it might bring them closer, knowing that like he has an actual backstory, because nothing matters in the circus. Like, your backstory doesn't matter in the circus. You're there either way. The whole point is that they accept you for who you are, right?
Yes, but we need a reason for her to abstract. Like, we need to get from A to B. So something needs to happen, and they're implying that Jax's origin would be a big deal of it, which I still really hope we learn the origins of the other circus members. I really hope this doesn't just become the Jax show. Like, while he's important, I do still want a nice sort of ending to everyone's story, at least a bit of closure on their history.
Yeah, but from a theory standpoint, we kind of already have all of that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Ragatha got the headset through real estate. Omni and Zubul got it through Urbex abandoning explored structures.
That's what Zubul did?
We don't know. Kinger was probably forced into it by CNA. Gangle hit by a truck. They're trying to preserve her life.
Zubul found it through Urbex?
Yeah, Zubul, in the bar scene, Zubul mentions, I used to explore abandoned structures too.
Oh.
So she didn't record it.
Oh, shoot. You're probably right. So you're saying that if you look into it, we kind of have an answer for everyone. So it kind of has to be a more Jax-focused thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll be looking forward to the hour-long series finale, the Jax episode, again.
2 weeks after it releases, by the way.
2 weeks after it releases, we're caught! Well, thank you for your time, Maz. I appreciate it. Anything you would like to say before we go? It's a Danganronpa reference. Didn't get it. Thank you for. All right, bet. You have fun with Dune.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-byes. We're so cooked! I guess this is a good place to end it. I'm going to leave my final prediction sort of open-ended. I want to see what the community, what the internet kind of comes up with. I want to digest it. I want to think about it, and maybe even make a follow-up video before episode 9 releases. Either that or it'll be a part of my predictions for when this episode goes up. Now, I have a question for you all. What do you think about this movie theater situation? Like, am I not crazy for thinking that 2 weeks in advance is a little overkill? I think they should get their money, but even a week would be better than 2, man. 2 is crazy. You can let me know in the comments how you are going to do your best to dodge spoilers. I have notifications all about Digital Circus coming into my YouTube channel all the time. I guess I got to ignore those. My views are going to drop down to 0. I'm going to delete every social media. Maybe it's about time I deleted Twitter. I think I think that would be a good call. And let me know your predictions for episode 9. I'm actually very curious to start a little discussion while we still can in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all the algorithm stuff so my channel doesn't get thrown into the void. And I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.